This time, we're diving into the mysteries of the satellites in One Piece. These satellites have been a hot topic among Japanese One Piece fans. Are you familiar with the unique abilities of the satellites and the technological prowess of Vegapunk behind them? Each satellite has its distinct characteristics, and their interactions with the Straw Hat crew have garnered significant attention. Particularly, there's intriguing speculation about Shaka's true identity, suggesting he might actually be human or somehow connected to the scholars of Ohara. We'll be explaining these topics, buzzing among Japanese fans in an easily understandable manner, so please stay tuned till the end. If you find the technology and characters of the satellites intriguing, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you had a little chuckle about the theories regarding Shaka's real identity, why not comment the secret of Shaka? Let's dive right into the details. Let's dive right in and discuss the satellites, which are essentially avatars created by the brilliant scientist Vegapunk. These avatars were invented to supplement Vegapunk's immense workload, acting as duplicates capable of performing tasks on his behalf. Given Vegapunk's genius, he found himself overwhelmed with research, leading to the creation of the satellites to help with everyday tasks, embodying the phrase, needing all the help one can get. The satellites, named Shaka, Lilith, Edison, Pythagoras, Atlas, and York each carry out their duties diligently. It's speculated that cloning technology was employed in their creation, endowing each with unique personalities and varying ages, genders, and physiques. They are also designed to share and synchronize basic human sensations, demonstrating the advanced technology integrated into their system. The astonishment of Rob Lucci upon encountering the satellites highlights the rare presence of such advanced technology in the world of One Piece. With sophisticated technology at play, each satellite possesses distinct abilities and traits shrouded in many mysteries. Now, let's delve into the details of each satellite, exploring their individual characteristics and roles. Let's start with introducing Shaka. Shaka is a character whose face is obscured by a full face mask, adding an air of mystery. Among the satellites, he assumes a leadership role, speaking with a composed demeanor. Shaka regards himself as an assistant to Vegapunk, prioritizing Vegapunk's safety and intentions above all else, even in the face of personal danger. He also emphasizes the pride of a scientist to Lilith, showing a deep respect for their mission. When the Straw Hat Pirates visited the Egghead Laboratory, it was Shaka who calmed down Lilith, Edison, and Pythagoras after their tumultuous welcome. This action reflects Shaka's sense of justice. Moreover, when Lilith encountered the Straw Hat Pirates in the Egghead waters, it was Shaka who informed her of their disadvantageous position. Shaka stands out as a particularly reliable satellite noted for his excellence. He has shared crucial information, such as the whereabouts of the last documents left by the scholars of Ohara, the background of the formation of the Revolutionary Army led by Monkey D. Dragon, and even the mysteries surrounding One Piece. Even for readers and the Straw Hat crew, Shaka was a kind figure, but tragically, right before the battle in the Egghead arc began, he was shot with a gun. The tragic event in Egghead was orchestrated by a mastermind behind the scenes, leading to Shaka's untimely demise. The video feed showing Shaka checking inside the laboratory suddenly went off. It became evident that the authority levels of the Seraphims had been overridden, and Shaka deduced that someone was plotting to eliminate everyone inside the facility. Predicting the location of the real body, Shaka took action alone and discovered the confined real body along with the members of Cypher Pole. However, due to the machinations of the mastermind of this incident, Shaka was fatally shot in the head. In episode 1090, the scene where Lilith mourned Shaka's death alongside Pythagoras confirmed Shaka's death as a definitive fact. Regarding Shaka, there's a prevailing theory fueled by a certain discomfort that he might not have been a satellite. In the end, based on information from episode 1100, there's speculation that Shaka might have been human after all. Let's put this topic on hold for now and move on to discuss the next satellites. Next up, let's dive into the first satellite to appear, Lilith. Her appearance might remind you of the popular character Uda, with a similar vibe. Lilith's debut as Vegapunk took everyone by surprise since many had assumed Vegapunk would be male. It was a delightful twist for those who had envisioned a scientist, as it turned expectations on their head in the best way possible. Lilith, with her distinctive elderly speech pattern ending sentences with a ya, is a female character whose name intriguingly contains the kanji for evil. True to her name, she doesn't hesitate to engage in nefarious deeds, such as attempting to plunder treasures from the crew. She stands as the antithesis to the justice-loving Shaka, taking actions diametrically opposed as a satellite. Lilith also has an aggressive side despite the high cost of creating seraphims. She was depicted fuming and threatening to decapitate the crew who attacked one, claiming it was almost self-defense. While Lilith may have her flaws in character, she also shows a caring side for her comrades, shedding tears of joy upon learning that Edison was safe. And when it was confirmed that a satellite had died, she couldn't help but mourn with tears. Despite the evil in her name, Lilith might just be a character with a heart of gold. Lilith, despite her darker tendencies, also has a caring side for her comrades, and her appearance is said to closely resemble Jenny from her Revolutionary Army days. The similarities in their hair, facial features, and even their brusque manner of speaking are strikingly similar. So, why does Lilith bear such a resemblance to Jenny? Given that Jenny has passed away and his genetic material would be unavailable, it's speculated that Lilith might actually be Jenny's biological child, potentially created using Bonnie's genetic material with the advanced technology of Vegapunk. However, it was Kuma who collaborated on the cloning project. One might wonder if it was permissible to use Bonnie's genetic material. What if this was all for Bonnie's sake? Hints that Vegapunk was planning to create satellites can be found in Kuma's backstory, although no satellites appear in his past narrative. We occasionally see robotic assistants, but not human-like satellites. To replicate Jenny so faithfully, wouldn't one need to access Kuma's memories? The phrase in episode 1102, "I will eventually show you the memories," suggests that the sharing of memories occurred after losing his self-awareness. Perhaps, considering Bonnie's loss of both a foster father and her biological mother, Vegapunk created Lilith with Bonnie in mind. This is, of course, just a theory. Next on our list is Edison. Written as and pronounced Edison, this character is a unique, somewhat diminutive satellite. Unlike the first two clones we introduced, who have a more humanoid appearance, Edison resembles a compact robot. As his name suggests, Edison is the satellite responsible for ideation, essentially handling creativity and innovation. He speaks in Kansai dialect and serves as the straight man to Lilith's sometimes dangerous remarks. The roles assigned to the satellites extend beyond their tasks. They also include comedic roles like playing the fool or the straight man, as seen with Edison. Among the 6 satellites, Edison plays a pivotal role with all inventions stemming from his creative sparks. Thanks to the efforts of the other satellites who take care of various tasks, Edison can focus solely on generating ideas. Though he might appear to be the weakest among the 6, he is, in fact, the most crucial satellite of them all. Next, let's introduce Pythagoras, a satellite as crucial as Edison. Pythagoras resembles a robot akin to Robocon, with a wind-up key in his back. He's capable of detaching his head from his torso and still functioning even at a one-body height, overseeing the domain of wisdom. This dedication to research sometimes leads him to become overly engrossed, incessantly seeking more input, keeping himself perpetually busy. He shows relatively common sense in their behavior amongst the satellites. He typically speaks formally, which makes him well suited to handle visitors from outside, such as when he dealt with Lucci and his team. The interplay between Edison and Pythagoras reflects Edison's famous quote, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." It's through Pythagoras' extensive data input that Edison can make groundbreaking discoveries. Though Pythagoras may seem bulky and slower compared to Edison, he embodies the satellite who diligently pursues knowledge. If Edison represents the spark of inspiration, Pythagoras embodies the 99% effort that underpins it, highlighting that their true potential is realized when they work together. While Edison was highlighted as a key satellite, Pythagoras' role appears to be equally significant. Next, we'll talk about Atlas, a large satellite with air split into 2 colors. According to Luffy, Atlas is as big as Kaidao, suggesting a height of about 7 meters. The name Atlas likely derives from the Titan in Greek mythology, tasked with holding up the sky embodying a tremendous burden. Moreover, the character Atlas in her name suggests a propensity for violence and a quick temper, as evidenced by her declaration that rampaging is her job, which could be interpreted as engaging in combat for self-defense. In the series, Atlas is seen fighting Lucci and taking a 6-king gun head-on, later using spare parts to repair the damage after CPO's movement ceased. Similar to Lilith, Atlas is said to resemble Jenny, especially noticeable in the bangs, closely mirroring Jenny during the God Valley incident. This resemblance is likely crafted from Kuma's memories, implying that recreating Jenny's likeness to such an extent would require access to those memories. Considering the saying, "beggars can't be choosers," it's poignant to think that Atlas was created not just for himself, but for Bonnie's sake as well. Moving on, let's discuss York, the final satellite in our lineup. York, too, bears a resemblance to Jenny, sporting similar goggles and even matching freckles, suggesting a possible inclusion of Jenny's genetic material in York. True to her name, York is tasked with human physiological needs, taking over essential functions like eating, sleeping, and using the restroom, allowing the other satellites to work continuously without breaks. This laid-back nature makes York the most relaxed among the satellites. In the Egghead arc, it was revealed that York is a traitor, playing a crucial role in the unfolding story. This revelation was indeed shocking. However, if we carefully examine the Egghead arc, we can see foreshadowing of York being the traitor, especially considering Lilith's remark when she first appears, stating that the desires of living beings cannot be controlled. It becomes evident that York is the only one who cannot be controlled. Lilith mentioned this early in the Egghead arc, implying that York's causing trouble was anticipated from the beginning. Furthermore, York was turned to stone by Hancock's Seraphim, but this was all an act. It was a strategic move to separate York from the rest of the characters. Though it seemed like she was defeated by Hancock's Seraphim, making it look like her exit from the stage, it was actually a mislead to remove her from the list of suspects for being a traitor. Knowing Oda-sensei, there are likely more subtle hints scattered throughout the story. So why did York betray Vegapunk? York desired to become a celestial dragon. True to her name, which signifies desire, York was driven by his craving for status, honor, and position. Whether it was due to Vegapunk dissecting his brain or faithfully enhancing his personality, York became a satellite loyal to his desires. The Satellite 6 are actually avatars of Dr. Vegapunk, intricately designed to support his groundbreaking research. Yet as we delve into episode 1100, an unsettling remark slips from Dr. Vegapunk, hinting at a desperate need for help. "I'm in dire need of assistance. If only I had 5 more of me." This statement serves as a pivotal clue to the origin of the satellites. However, a glaring question arises. Dr. Vegapunk mentions the wish for 5 more of himself, yet there are 6 satellites in existence. To date, there have been no connections or acknowledgments of this discrepancy. This leads us to speculate that among the satellites, there might be one who doesn't truly belong. York is the prime suspect for betrayal within the group. Interestingly, Dr. Vegapunk had planned for York from the beginning, as evidenced by his remarks about needing someone to take over mundane tasks like eating, using the bathroom. Piecing these facts together, it suggests that while York's betrayal was eventual, his creation was always part of the plan. So, who exactly becomes a satellite? The context before the phrase, "I could even use a cat's paw," seems to hold clues to this mystery. As mentioned earlier, the phrases "eat," "use the toilet for me," suggest that York was designated for these tasks. Furthermore, the statement, "my ideas are overflowing, someone jot them down with me," hints at the presence of Edison and Pythagoras. From this, we can infer that Lilith represents the dream combat weapon, while Atlas symbolizes the state of being too busy to even rampage. These observations lead us to the notion that there exists a satellite that was not originally planned. This is Shaka, whose name was not disclosed initially. Shaka was not anticipated in the original setup. While it's possible that the plans were altered later, if these creations were made as per these statements, Shaka might not be a satellite but a human. This could explain why he was the only one wearing a mask and why his role seems ambiguous, which feels odd in hindsight. Moreover, when Shaka was shot, he bled, suggesting he might be human. While Atlas showed mechanical damage upon taking the 6-king gun, the fact that Shaka bled could be a testament to his humanity. Assuming Shaka is human, his true identity might be a character already known to the readers. If we're to assume Shaka is a character we already know, my current theory leans towards him being a scholar from Ohara. The simplicity behind this reasoning lies in Shaka's extensive knowledge about Ohara, which he had shared with the Straw Hat crew. Shaka seems more invested in researching history than inventions, and his manner of speaking gives off the impression of a highly intelligent individual. Thus, the hypothesis that Shaka could be a scholar from Ohara seems quite plausible. There are various other theories regarding Shaka's true identity, and I look forward to exploring these in more depth at a later opportunity. That's all for today. This channel posts summaries, explanations, and ranking videos related to One Piece. If you like One Piece, we would be happy if you could support us by subscribing to our channel and commenting. Thank you for watching till the end. See you in the next video.